大家好，我是英雄，进来玩霍格华兹传承。那么上一次是提到是说霍格华兹传承，我们要来先用这个迪克的一些任务嘛，对，先把这个繁殖场的地方先给它提升。那首先我们要先做的事情也是要先飞到火米村，到那个店里面去才行。诶，有这么远吗？要跑那么远吗？火米村，然后奇怪，应该没说错吧？对啊，哦，没说错，没对，就只是到了一个点而已。我说，哎，奇怪，怎么那条线这样子就，其实也就是我原本要走的路径而已，只换一个方向，但不影响而已。就到店里面去买这些配方。那买到配方之后呢，又要再去抓这些神奇动物。
It's always nice to see a familiar face.
最后4个配方，这比较新的，对。
Now I can conjure a breeding pen in the room. Best get back to Deke with the
那这时候
thestrals.
就可以稍微卖一下一些小东西，因为难得都来了嘛。那既然难得都来了，那就稍微来卖一下。
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
那去找神奇动物。哦，也许应该是我也那时候也抓到神奇动物也说不定。诶，显然不是吗？难道是我要换个地方去吗？如果只是为了要换个地方去，那这样子走应该也很快就哦。天文塔，但有必要跑到那个地方去抓？需要吗？因为我知道，在我的，来回到万应室找迪克，那就直接飞万应室就好了，还在那边，那直接飞万应室就好了。因为我记得我已经有抓到了，所以这个说真的应该就可以直接略过，所以一切都万事俱备了。
I've rescued the thestrals and bought the spellcraft for the pen.
Excellent. Now, to breed your thestrals, simply release them into the same vivarium in which
所以
you
把这
conjure the
些
pen.
都围起来
Then
就
use
是
the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
I shall. I wonder where I should conjure their pen.
哦，这时候我脑筋又在想说要怎么样去制造呀？万一是说什么就有什么。看来应该可以在这边做一些改变的样子。万一室的空间变大了。
Deke never grows tired of the room's surprises. We now have the perfect place for those thestrals. Please let Deke know once you've bred them.
那我想想看哦，我记得他们好像在这个位置，然后去找一下。他们在哦，在这，然后把他们先收进袋子里。
There. I'm not going to hurt you.
那到时候再把它放出来。我想应该是没问题的。那为什么不让我去把这边其他动物给它圈起来，就要圈这些呢？那要变出个东西来，对吧？那我认为应该是神奇动物，然后像这样子怎么打一个？那就推远一点好了。 然后把它们放出来。哦，他们走出来了，我应该怎么把它关起来才对？使用繁殖圈。
I'll look after you.
对，我先看一下这样子。对吧？把它们放出来，应该不可能是这样子，应该要用个什么把它们关起来才对。喂食器吗？喂食器哦，是要放在这还是哪？显然不是。还是要做个什么户外用？是栅栏吗？显然不是这个，因为主要看是门之类的，所以我要怎么样让这个门关起来，这才是重点。这种互动管理兽哦，把它们放在这里面就可以了。然后还有吗？哦，这样就被圈养起来了。所以这只是一部分，这样子去使用就可以了。好，所以这样已经是完成了，没错。那就回去找迪克吧。对，这看起来应该是没问题的。没问题哦。
Could you remind me what I'm to do with the Thestrals, Deke?
Release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen. Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
那我们这样不是已经开始了吗？但我这样应该已经是好了。对啊，剩余时间，所以应该可能，也许后面一段时间再回来看看也说不定。对，也许我应该是一段时间再回来再看看才对。现在好像回来也不是，在这里吗？好吧，那如果没有什么，大概是稍后再回来看看。你怎么出来了？
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
对啊，你怎么出来了？虽然我知道他出来会是蛮自由的，可这样看好像也不大对吧？是就绪中，他就这么走出去了？好吧，没关系，那我也不知道。对。 这样弄的话，我还真不知道。那就在于它这边生产于下一个后代的情况下，我们就稍微移动一下。对，我们能够移动到那附近的话，就稍微跑一下。能够跑的这个离我们的主线路径越近的话越好。然后。
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
Potions is dull and charms is dire. Nothing's as clever.
所以我是不是该往这个方向走啊？往回走。对，是要试着往回走。这边都开过，没有什么。哦，好亮，好亮，好亮！这个地方真的很亮。
I can't remember.
稍微再跑一下，看有没有什么其他地方再说。因为有很多的墙。这边有很多这些石像啊，那时候接任务的时候全部都接过。 他又要跑到这楼下去了。那跑到这楼下又要走个很长的楼梯。哎，明明这边就有这个呼噜粉，走这个不是很快吗？对吧
？I've always said that travel broad.
那还有第4位还没完成。
Welcome back.
看起来应该是要接受试炼了。
I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
下个试炼离这里这么近。
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office.
需要到校长
In
的办
fact,
公室里去。
I witnessed Professor Black learn
我
of
猜应
your
该是这样
arrival,
子吧。
and I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial
所以
in
是
the
在校长的办
headmaster's
公室。
office?
It is. I had hoped
就要爬
that when
到
the
塔
time
里
came,
去
the
了。
occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I
好
understand.
吧。
Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
那就要开始往校长室的位置移动了。但我没记错，校长室的位置应该可能比较高。天文台吗？还是那边？哎呀，变换术，我看先去看看，也许是什么变换术配方什么之类的，能够帮助什么？
Professor Fig will know what to do.
然后教授嘛，对，费格教授在那边。也许可以先经过这地方，先跟着学生先看有什么任务可以做。很近。
I thought I could count on my friend.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Also, what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with
所以
our
你就
rule
是比较典
breaking.
型的乖
Now
乖
I'm
牌，就是
stuck, unable to tell which
可
bell
能跟
goes
那个妙
where.
丽相同，
If only 2 bells are left,
是2个钟。
isn't it fairly easy to tell which goes where?
Easy for you, perhaps. I happen to be tone deaf. Mother likes to say I couldn't carry a tune if it hopped on my back like a chocolate frog. No point putting them back in if they don't sound just as they did before, for the sake of historical accuracy.
It's certainly an odd decree, even for Black, taking down the bells for a headache.
I agree. I thought it might also have been that they interrupted his hourly naps. That's all he does in his office, you know. But then I heard... Can you keep a secret?
I can.
好的，
I heard from Alice, who heard from Ollie, who heard from Eugenia, that it's because the bells reminded him of his wedding day. Breaks out in a sweat every hour on the hour, but mum's the word.
好吧。那这跟这
Is
有
it
什么
really
关
that
系吗？
important that the bells go back up?
Is it really that important? They're part of the school's history. Those bells likely told a young Merlin that he was running late to Charms, or called Ignatia Wildsmith to dinner. We can't simply fiddle with history. We're meant to be its stewards.
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
Really?
That's
Oh, that would be
是的，
wonderful. The bells are in the bell tower just above the music room. You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
I imagine the bells are just inside in the bell tower.
钟楼里面。 钟楼庭院，我来钟楼那个地方可以看看。要说位置在钟楼嘛？啊，我想起来了，其实已经过关了。对，其实那任务已经过了。怎么说呢？那个钟楼的任务嘛，就是在很多音乐厅的那个地方，然后交在那边音乐厅那边会有一个钟，然后把钟它的大小位置给它去排放就可以了。所以那个是很早以前就过完的一个支线，只是我不知道那个钟放完到底是做什么的。结果谁知道那个钟原来放完其实跟这个故事有关联的。
The bells are back up, Evangeline.
Oh, you're a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish I could see his face. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do.
那如果不是很清楚我这边所说的钟的那个事情的话，
You don't know how much this means for me and for
我应该有机会再跟大家说明一下那到底是什么，因为我确实记得好像有这一类的事情，但那是什么时候做的呢？也不是很清楚了。
Revelio.
教授办公室这里面什么都没有，然后等教授晚上时间。
I hope Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone.
真的是这
I
件
want to
事
hear
情吗？
more of this. And in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the
在
next
校
trial?
长室的
Believe it
这
or
个
not,
办公室。
it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait,
Oh,
doesn't
so
Polyjuice
变身水。
potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does?
So how do you already
那
have
为什么呢
Polyjuice
会
potion
有
to
这
change into
个
Professor Black?
校长的
One
药水
never？ knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
哎，我知道变身水的味道，不是变身水味道很奇怪，而是喝下某些人的东西时会觉得很奇怪。变身水是可以让人完全变成那样子，但是声音是不变。
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor
西瓜
Kagawa.
谱是那个
She's taken to badgering the poor elf about
校长室
Quidditch
那
in the
个
hopes that he can convince Black to
因为
change
我
his
知道每一
mind.
个城堡他们的这个
Unsuccessfully.
通关密语永远都
I see.
不一样，所以每一次的
But
通
what
关
if
密语永
Professor
远都会
Black
变。
sees me?
像那时候
Leave
知道
him
进
to
去
me.
校长室的那
I
个
shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the
的那个
ministry
什
in
么通关密语
Hogsmeade.
叫做雪
That
宝
should
的
give you
吗？
plenty of time.
印象中
Thank you,
是这样。
Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
那现在就是这样子路径往回走。
Professor, a moment of your time. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and well,
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
那我来帮你决定怎么样子。
You may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all
这应该不是
my
校长本
boils.
身的这个语言方法吧？听起来真的很奇
To
怪。
determine which student gets this rather unenviable.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
这样感觉不太对。
The headmaster one.
对啊，这样感觉好像不大对。其实我还蛮想
If you
知道，
must speak with me,
如果
consult
换
my
成这样子的
secretaries
样
or
子，
what have you.
跑到一些
Now move along.
地方会怎么样？我是蛮好奇的。像是如果我们刚才前面到一些教授的点，不知道怎么样啊，葫芦粉有些地方不能去哦。应该到时候有机会可以来这样玩玩看，
Greetings.
说不定。
I mean, out of my way, children.
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
The
就是
injury, Madam
可
Kogawa.
那个不
Professor,
行。
more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they are fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes, sir. I've a
因为
good
我
mind
就是
to
校
write to
长
the。Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
那你真
I
是
should
够
think
聪
you'd
明。
have better things to do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to
希望
deserve
不要在路上又
You
碰
call
上
that
什么
a
样的。
shine on those boots? Do better.
路上又碰到其他的教授，那要辩驳又是件很麻烦的事情。
I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
其实这里面有很多事情可以跟这些路上所碰过的这些学生们一些搭话，可能会产生一些事情也说不定。
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
在魔法部这是机密的事
yes.
情啊。
He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard
你说那个学生，
unsettling
我懂。
rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
好，
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never.
那应该可能是认为是搞错了，是吧？
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
你竟敢质疑我？
Dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right.
Oh.
Of course.
Master does remember it.
城镇协同有关。
Pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
Of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah, yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
该闪，该闪。糟糕，糟糕，糟糕！
Ah, made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
那这时候就只要飞到高塔去，就上面就可以了。我印象中他说的高塔的位置，去找这个石像鬼嘛，对不对？地图吗？它比较高，好像是在天文塔附近吗？奖杯室吧，因为奖杯室后面还有一大串的一个路要走，因为天文塔那里就是什么都没了。那这里校长办公室是多往上跑一圈的路，就哎呦，看起来好痛，所以就不要乱唱歌吧。
Revelio.
这有什么问题吗？那这还有小哥布林，那从这边直接冲上去吧。还好之前有来过这里，不然其实说真的会不知道这个校长室的位置在哪里。那倒是有来过了。那这边还有三阶锁。 哎，对啊，我都快想说转了快这么一圈了，都还没找到。那这边有个小宝箱，吃颗苹果。那这边还有个大宝箱，那还有受到诅咒的一支笔，对，被下咒的笔，不算诅咒，是被下咒的笔。嘿嘿。 这边书写字文字，然后哦，这啥？猫头鹰的信，然后所有事情条理于什么这样子，幸运的事情我差不多这样子。G， 谁是 G 啊？啊，不管，还是先到处去
Revelio
移动找找我们要找的东西才对。下面还有一些地方还没去。 这是也是三阶锁，这不一定三阶锁，可能也是二阶锁。那时候为了要用这些锁到处去找一些地方，也说不定。啊，真是跑了很多地方。
Revelio。
然后这边里面也有。啊，卡住。下一遍就是来这边探险。那这什么？夏普教授所写的书信。上面没有什么，所以这里应该可能就是其他教授的这些常待的地方，也说不定吧。看这有很多要解开的谜团要在这。
Revelio。
对，显然是的。如果能解开的话，应该会更好。
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure.
果然有楼梯，可这楼梯确实就跟小说啊、电影里面所呈现的是一样，它就是个旋转楼梯。
All the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
挺漂亮，这个地方挺漂亮的，不是吗
Aloha Mora.
那既然都来得到这里了，那就稍微来弄一下。搞不好之后未来应该就没有机会来到这里了，说不定。
Revelio.
然后这有一个锁。
Aloha Mora.
那校长很喜欢把这些东西藏来藏去的，但这样说可能也说不准。但大概应该是这样子吧。这莫非是这样子就把周围这些锁全打开了吗？这什么？魔法部。看我好像是来到，通行之这个钥匙吗？好像我已经不小心来到这个城堡最高的地方了。对，显然这里应该可能是城堡最高的地方。
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
那个
What can I
书是
expect
谁
to
啊？
find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
好吧。
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
哦，就是那个药水的事情，对，还是送来这里了。哎，这啥？收据啊，应该也是刚刚那个药水的东西。所以这个刚才药水是要找到这些东西才有办法进行制作，是吧？看来好像找到有意思的东西。喝一口茶。
Revelio.
这边有很多东西都还没有解完过的样子。三阶锁。
Aloha Mora.
不可能啊！这个三阶锁不是刚开过，它怎么会自己锁上？对啊，这三阶锁会自己锁上是不可能吧？可能吗？哎，显然没有，因为我刚才好像没有来过此地。都是天狼星一家的这些嘛，对。对，好像都是天狼星一家里面所指示这些属性。这边还有一个唤醒怪，
Revelio.
也可以说是伯格特吧。不然在哈利波特世界里面啊，有很多种生物，它的名字不一定是只有一个，它们有很多。 下面那个已经拿过，还有什么？应该是没有了。
That must be the pedestal.
那出发吧。哎呦！
Where am I?
哎，
Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem.
这是，啊？
You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
所以是要躲死神就是了。哎，看来一旦被看到的话，那是件很危险的事情。有魔杖吗？显然我是有魔杖的样子，但是还是要避开他们，门打不开。 死神们在那边滥杀无辜者，我也不能这样子打他们，所以就偷偷打。因为死神是杀不死的，所以就只好从旁边绕过去。哦。
They're gone for now. I need to get out of here.
对啊，快要下办法离开这里才行。
I need to time this just right.
哦，这两个移动啊，趁机移动才行。要是他们突然转头的话，这状况也不是很理想。
I see a staircase straight ahead.
可要等他离开才行啊。但是好，他离开了。 一旦他离开那区域的时候呢，这时候过来就是对的，就。那他发现了吗？他找好像似乎在找什么东西一样，我觉得，但觉得跟找我们应该不是找我们才对。哎，是受伤的样子。
Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
看要爬上去。 哦，看来这些人会越来越多，就想尽办法离开这里了。没必要的事情就没必要跟我做一些争夺，就是这些决斗都不要。你看这些人在躲起来。 因为我在进行躲藏。
Must cross this road as fast as I can.
哇，这里死神的量真的多了一些。看到从这旁边绕过来，这边有一条小径。
That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
让他们。 要是他现在目前看着地方，应该也不肯走过去。期望他转头，对，就是这样。你期望这个死神转头，不管怎么走，就沿路都要很小心才行。至少算是。 离开了，但是前方的这个死神应该还在。
I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way.
哦。
That doorway looks looks like the only safe way forward. Close
也
tight.
只能从这边走了。
No way but forward, I suppose.
要从这边走也许比较好一些。但这里竟然有一瓶药水，难道会决斗吗？但能不决斗就不决斗，就真的是这样子。要么这个数量看起来是真多。要是他走过来，我也没办法。很好。
Now's my chance.
就尽可能这样走路时不要发出任何声音会比较好，慢慢来。
That's the way forward.
看来过了，很好。隐形斗篷？怎么会？
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
怎么会？这是隐形斗篷哎！哎，
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
对，我记得《死神圣物》里面有提到是说，这个隐形斗篷可是连死神也找不到。
This is the way forward.
那时候死神他也心不甘情不愿的把这个斗篷献给了老三的样子，而老三就披着这斗篷走了很久，死神都没找到他。直到他卸下这个斗篷给了他的子孙之后呢，
You have outrun death thus far,
死神才
but
开
have
始
yet
找
to
到
find me.
老三。我印象中是
Keep
这样。
searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
这不会是那个传说中的魔杖吧？接骨木的传说中的最强大魔杖。
I've never felt such power.
所以就获得了这个
Depulso! Defendo! Defendo! Bombarder!
啊，对嘛，就是这样子。看来我以下的招式就这些。可我现在连隐形都不能隐形，要是能隐形就隐形了。因为不管怎么样，同样的事情就是非必要的战斗就不要跟我打，除非真的是这样的话。哎呦！
Descendo! Defendo! Bombarder! Bombarder! Defendo! Descendo!
这魔杖的力量太强大了。这个魔杖的力量不至于可以让老鼠致死，看来杀人的念头并不够强大。
Defendo! Descendo!
显然他们的死法永远都一致了，那倒是影响不大。
Defendo! Bombarder!
不炸开，
Descendo!
看这边跟他们打的不是办法。
Descendo!
说真的，该离开时还是该离开。
Defendo!
他们的力量真的是打不完。
Depulso! Defendo! Descendo! Bombarder!
的数量真的有点多，不是这样一直打就有办法解决这个问题。显然是解开了，刚才应该也许是的敌量的这个数量真的多了一些。不过这附近好像没有我要去寻找的，好像真的没有我要去寻找的东西样子。显然大事情出现了，可他沿路去追着我样子。显然那是三冠。对，不先处理三冠的话，在后面就要打的有困难。好，现在来去处理其他的。先升降。
Defender, Bombarda, Descender, Depulsor, Defender. Defender, Bombarda.
那周围连出来还是被弹开比较好。打三怪还是得要使用大招。因为这里有很多敌人全部在干扰着，我要打也是困难了。
Descender, Defender, Bombarda. Defender, Bombarda, Protego.
至少这样全部都解开了。还有你们，是最大的问题。
Descender, Defender.
看来又完成了奋将大型决斗，但恐怕这决斗没有想象中这么快就可以结束。
Defender, Bombarda, Depulsor, Descender, Bombarda, Defender, Descender, Bombarda, Defender.
好，至少 combo 是完成了。
Defender, Bombarda, Descender.
那就这样直接撞到。哇！
Descender, Protego, Depulsor, Descender, Bombarda, Depulsor.
那再打一场是办法。看起来速战速决了。
Bombarda, Descender, Defender.
不要挡路。
Defender, Depulsor, Defender, Depulsor. Protego,
不要。
Descender, Defender. Bombarda, Descender, Defender. Depulsor, Descender.
没关系，你就一直待着没关系。
Defender,
来你们。 你想试试？那三关试试，卡住！哦哎呦！
Bombarda, Defender, Depulsor.
三关的棒子还是掉下来，单打，
Defender.
切过去对。看来是该解约战的时候了，不要在那边继续召唤小怪。我虽然知道死神是死不了的。 难道那是魔法师？ 可是我没拿到魔法师啊。
A simple stone. This must be for me.
是一颗三角的魔法石，赐予人可以再一次复活的机会。死神的圣物。
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead.
I can't believe she's dead.
Dear sweet Maeve.
May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
难道他们所说的阿尼姆是不是？法武士。
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been
雅
done.
姆士现是
The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my
魔
former
法石
self.
可以让他再一次重生。我们要去哪里？
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
哦，就是这个思绪盆。
Remember that as you witness my memory.
要洗脸喽。 用别人的眼泪来洗脸。
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
这是获得了这些魔法的力量。
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands,
You saw what I did
所以人开始自负了是吧？
Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
这是要
Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
这这真的是，所以力量越大，责任越大。不过，这不是我能去想象的事情。
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
太厉害了。
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
所以现在嘞，我们要做什么呢？也许我可能变成要到处去探索地图也说不定，也只能说等待了。对。
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
希望如此。这也许能够改变些什么。好了，那不管怎么样，同样先回到我们的万议室里面，先去完成我们的任务。因为先看一下结果，反正30分钟也过去嘛，对不对？看看应该有什么特别事情发生，也说不定。那先在这里看看，像这里面有没有什么变化吗？门已经敞开了，可是我似乎这边只有看到好，你等我一下下，我这边也是一样。啊，抱歉。哇，一下子让他跑太远。那显然这边有哦，这边有一只小只的，这边也可以产生这些互动，吃东西。
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral.
还可以从身上拿到这个它的毛，看起来都一样。那是个好完成了一部分这样子的这个任务，到时候需要拿到更多素材的话，这样也比较好。这手套也可以用。
Hello, Deke.
我已经完成了。
You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts.
但是有些人看不到，有些人看得到。像主角就亲眼能见到的原因，是因为
Deke's master ordered
经过
Deke to
他
help
人
him
的死
capture a
亡，
phoenix,
就是这样。
the rarest of all beasts, that Master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged Master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, Master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, Master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
我很抱歉。
What a horrible tale, Deke. I'm so sorry.
Deke has only told Professor Weasley that story, and now yourself. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
好，不管怎么样，这边我们的任务至少该完成都完成了。那就接下来就是看下一个接下来要走的是这个主线任务了。你提到是说要跟妖精合作的一些事情，这个我也知道了。那真的是要这样子好好的协助要合作的话，那真的也要互相帮忙了。也只是期望说接下来的任务应该是怎么样去执行呢？好吧，这就先玩到这里了。喜欢这影片的话，点一下喜欢，一起下订阅，并开启小铃铛，就可以追随我更多影片。我是英雄，我们下回再见，拜拜。